The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hey, this is Ernie Johnson, 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal is with me. Thank you all for being here. Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Last game for the Grizzlies, they picked up the W against the Spurs. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. Biggest news of the offseason, Shaq, obviously, LeBron James leaving Miami, going to Cleveland. When that news came down that day, how surprised were you?
I was surprised, Ernie, but not really. He's born in Cleveland, raised in Cleveland, lives in Akron right now. His relationship with the people of Northern Ohio is very, very important to him. I think that's why he left Miami to return to his roots in Cleveland.
So what does this mean, first, for the Heat now?
Well, they have to rebuild. The big three areas, gone, kaput, zilch, out of here.
And how about Cleveland?
Cleveland's very interesting. Kyrie Irving and LeBron James in the backcourt. I got one word, maybe two. Woo-wee.
That's one hyphenated word or two words or one word, whatever. Here's Kevin Harlan.
We've got the Grizzlies in Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee, against an Eastern Conference team here at the FedEx Forum. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. Look at the Heat. They haven't started out with the success they had hoped for, but the season obviously is still very young.
Checking out Miami, they've looked like a different team to start this season, and not in a good way. They've played rather poorly based on what was expected of them.
Yeah, this is a team we expect to be in that battle for the top seed, and instead questions about whether they'll even make the playoffs now. I know it's early, but there have to be some concerns in that locker room.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dang and Bosh are the 3 and 4. T-Wade out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's the screen. Back to Dragic. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, we've seen prettier games out of them than that one, Clark, but it was a win just the same.
And surprising to me, Steve, was more than the win itself, was how easy a win it was.
Here's Wade. Michael Conley making his last shot. And Bosh gets it to go on the assist by Wade.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
And it's Conley penetrating. Lee passes to Randall. Lee gets to Conley. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 5. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Wade. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Hey, Mr. Venom. Yo, hola.
This Tuesday, December 9th, Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Don't miss out.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
Green is out there with Kosta Koufis. And it's Udrih. And there's Carter. And it's Lee in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. He rifled that one in from distance. Lee's got the first basket of the second quarter for Memphis. Miami with the ball. 8-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Pass to Green. Green left side. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Memphis out in front, leading by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach, with this type of ball game, what needs to happen in order for you to pull out a win tonight?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
Coach, thank you so much. Guys, handling both adversity and prosperity is so crucial.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final 2 quarters.
On the floor for Miami. On the perimeter, Wade and Dang. Whiteside is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's Dragic in the one.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
Yeah, guys, and that's 10 of their last 12 points now coming off of assists.
And there's the feed to Whiteside. They set the pick. Wade dishes to Whiteside. Dang gets a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Dang's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And if they're smart, they will hold for the last shot.
That's got to be the objective here, Steve.
Stolen by Wade. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact in. Michael Conley picks one up. The Heat shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6. Both teams deciding to change it up. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Carter, the pass to Conley. Here's Gasol. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies lead by 6. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
Wednesday, December 10th, James Harden and the Houston Rockets go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors, live from Oakland. Do not miss it.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. Now Conley. Conley and Allen are the guard set. Carter is out there with Green, and it's Gasol. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Chalmers. Nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
Neither team having any trouble putting the ball in the basket.
Nope, not. I mean, we haven't seen much defense either. I mean, both of these teams really locked into trying to outscore each other.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Carter. Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Dang comes in for Josh McRoberts. Allen for the 3. The shot misses. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock. This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
Here's Conley, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Second one is good. In both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Wade drives in. The shot is off. Good D by Lee. Yes!
Yeah, with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
And here's Bosh for 3. It's in!
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Marc Gasol.